had triplets.
Three.
And so there were.
Boys?
Girls. And so they were. The queen named them April, May, and June. As the years passed, the three little princesses grew into beautiful young women.
It's time for you to think of marrying.
And wedding gowns and wedding feasts and wedding balls.
Not to mention princes.
Yes, princes. And there is a problem, you see. There is a slight shortage of princes this year.
A shortage of princes?
How dreadful.
Most unfortunate.
I'm afraid so. There are some very fine princesses, but it appears they've all been taken. One was swept up by a cleaning girl.
A cleaning girl?
Impossible.
Of all the nerve.
A cleaning girl named Cinder something or other. She is very nice and a hard worker too. They say she had only rags to wear, except for a pair of glass slippers. But she took the prince anyway. Another prince found some enchanted castle. Those are rather rare these days, but you do find one every now and again. Seems everyone had been asleep for years, including the king's daughter, a real beauty, without even knowing the girl. The prince fell in love, woke her with a high five.
A high five? A high five?
Like OMG.
Of course.
You know magic spells, if you can't think of anything else to break them, a high five will usually do the trick. Anyway, that prince was married before everyone could finish yawning. Another prince fell helplessly in love with a dead girl.
With a dead girl?
How frightful.
Good heavens.
She wasn't really dead. Another magic spell, you see. Her stepmother was a real witch. She couldn't stand the poor girl and put a curse on her. Everyone thought she was dead. She was so beautiful, they kept her in a glass coffin. Good thing, too, the prince wandered by and fell in love. A high five did the trick again. One more prince taken. Lovely for them, but you see how it creates a problem for us?
It's a problem, all right.
And what a problem it is.
Most perplexing.
I will go find a prince myself.
Find a prince yourself.
Unheard of.
Quite improper.
Well, if a cleaning girl can find a prince, how hard can it be?
Well, I've heard a prince or two might be left in the northern countries. You could try there, I suppose.
I will leave at once.
What about you, May? Will you seek out your prince too?
I hope you and Mother won't mind terribly, but I'd rather find not the prince at all.
Not at all.
Unthinkable.
Have you lost your mind?
Not at all. I've never liked being a princess. I'd prefer to be an ordinary sort of person who works in the gardens.
Well, I suppose 2 princesses is enough for any castle.
Indeed.
Of course.
There's a nice young man who works in the gardens. I believe he would marry me if you said he could.
And so they did.
Well then, June, what of you?
I think I'll put an ad in the paper.
An
Ad in the
An ad in the paper?
Well, I'm quite happy being a princess, but I don't want the hassle of searching for one, a prince. So, therefore, I'll put an ad in the paper and you'll read. Wanted. A prince to marry, preferably handsome and rich, but must be wise and kind. Apply to person. Princess June.
Well, it's worth a try.
Perhaps.
I'm not sure it's wise.
Sooner or later, a prince will marry me, and answer in an ad. Until then, I'm quite content to wait.
Very well, write your ad.
And so he did. So she did. It was not long before Princess April returned to the castle with the charming prince.
Now then, April, tell us how you found this fellow.
It wasn't easy, Father. I traveled north until I reached a castle. A queen and her son lived in it, but they wouldn't even talk about marriage.
Spend the night and we'll talk in the morning.
The room was nice enough, but oh, the bed. I needed a ladder to climb into it. And was it ever lumpy? I couldn't sleep a bit. I figured that since I was awake and the prince didn't seem very eager to marry me, I might as well move on. So I did. Of course, it was terribly dark out. I couldn't see a thing. I ran to the other side of another castle. When I rang the bell, a horrid beast came out the door.
A beast? A beast?
smelly pond. A poor frog talked to me, or at least he tried. He had a raspy voice, hard to understand as I was tired and frightened and so. I didn't have time to listen to a croaky frog.
That may have been a good time to try a high five.
Ah, yes indeed.
Quite so.
A high five. I never tried to high five a frog.
No, not to worry, my dear. You have a prince now. Please, do tell us how you got him.
Oh yes, in the morning I wandered farther north. The snow was very deep. I was freezing, not to mention tired and hungry. I almost decided to go home and let my prince find me. And then I saw him. He was so tall, so handsome, so marvelous that I didn't even notice he was made of ice.
Of ice? He was made of ice?
Remarkable.
Chilling, literally.
He was enchanted, of course, by a wicked stepmother. You know how it is.
And you thought him out?
A high five did the trick, just as you said. As soon as he stopped dripping, we hurried here to be married.
Everything is almost ready for the wedding. While you were away, we worked day and night to prepare your wedding feast, ball, and gowns.
Gowns?
May has arranged to marry a young man who works in the gardens.
In the gardens? May is marrying a gardener?
It's true.
And why not?
Of course, he isn't just a gardener. He's a prince as well. Wicked stepfather curses and all that. A fist bump did the trick once more. We can have a triple wedding as soon as suitable prince answers June's ad.
Ad? June placed an ad for a prince?
Most upsetting.
Quite distressing.
We've already been through this. A prince lowered the drawbridge.
Hello? Tom from entrance service. I'm here about the ad. May I speak to Princess June, please?
Oh my gosh! Boy, I'm Princess June, but I'm afraid you're not quite what I was hoping for. Much too small, well, I'm afraid of mice. I'm sorry, but you just won't do.
Oh well, it was worth a try. I guess be off. Good day.
Well,
He was a very odd little man, only as big as your thumb. His house was a mouse. I doubt he's really a prince. Oh, there's the bell again. Perhaps this will be my prince.
Well, so?
A high five wouldn't help.
Absolutely not. The ass must have gotten into jungle times by mistake. Who was a lion?
a lion?
Beast.
I knew the ad was a mistake.
Perhaps you're right. But the lion's gone now. And look, someone else is coming.
A man, I hope.
A tall and handsome man.
Please. The man was indeed tall and handsome, but he was not a prince.
I understand you're looking for a new gardener.
Actually, we're looking for a prince to marry you.
The man was not a prince, but he was a charming, kind, and wise.
Well, now you are a very beautiful princess. I would be delighted to marry you. Although I'm not a prince now, I would be if I married a princess. Marry me and I shall have your prince.
From behind the door, the king, queen, servants, and other princesses said,
Take him!
and so she did. The next day, the castle was full of flowers and wedding guests. The three princesses were full of happiness. The king and queen were full of pride, and servants were full of relief. It was a marvelous wedding. The three princesses were stunning in their wedding gowns of silk, lace, beads, and jewels. The three princes were dashing in their wedding suits. The feast was delicious. No one went hungry in all the land that day. The dance could not have been better. Even though someone dropped a glass slipper, it was a glorious day. As the newlyweds high-fived, everyone was certain the three princesses and their princes would live happily ever after, and so they did.